Welcome everyone, my name is Matt and this is Code Journey. Today's video will be a little different. I won't be teaching you about coding, but rather I will be inviting you to reflect on a current problematic we have as a society. This issue has been brought to our attention because of the latest documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma.
When you go to Google and type in climate change is, you're going to see different results depending on where you live and the particular things that Google knows about your interests.
That's not by accident, that's a design technique.
The Social Dilemma is a documentary-style movie with the addition of a storyline of a family representing some of the different ramifications and problems that the social nets bring to our lives. The documentary is very gripping from the start, and a big part of it is due to the testimonials coming from experts, founders, VPs, executives, and others that have been inside of these big tech companies, telling us how scary this all is.
I was the co-inventor of the Facebook like button.
I was the president of Pinterest,
Google,
Twitter, Instagram.
They go into some details on how they operate, their motivations, and how they realize and fear this technology they develop might be able to destroy the social fabrics of society. Let's get into the details of some of the topics that are touched in the movie. One of the main aspects that are covered is the addiction that social media generates on us. How this is designed on purpose, and they have subjects on university for this and entire teams of very smart engineers working to get the most attention span out of you to monetize you. A very well-known quote in here is that if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product. They also explain how this business model is broken and borderline unethical to play with people's psychological weaknesses to make the most money possible. Another serious topic that is covered is how these social nets are radicalizing the world by altering our view on the reality in a very simple and sometimes imperceptible way. These enormous companies have models for every person because of all the data they have gathered, and therefore they control the content you consume. They will suggest you videos, present links to different news, and therefore you will be inclined to have a very narrow view of the world. These have big consequences on how people perceive reality and radicalize our thoughts. When this is taken to an extreme, it polarizes people and generates hate. Members of society no longer want to discuss or read someone that they disagree with, because they think the other side is plain dumb for not seeing the reality as it is. And that is because they are just not seeing the same reality as you. Not only that, but to exacerbate this issue, the algorithm can't really understand what is true and what is false. And that is alarming because their data shows that fake news are spreading 6 times faster than real information. It is a lost race from the beginning. Another key topic that impacted me the most is how these social nets are changing the next generations. How this affects childs and teenagers. The rates for self-harm in those demographics have grown by more than 100% in the last 7 years, and that data matches with the boom of social media and applications. Every day, more teenagers get access to a cell phone and enter the internet to be exposed to thousands of people's opinions, validations, and unrealistic standards, which can be very harmful for people that are still finding their place in the world. They are defining their character and finding their personality. This is a call to action to all parents to watch out and establish rules for your kids in social media. The engineers that produce these machines are not allowing their kids to use them at all sometimes. Makes you think if we should. Those are some of the most important topics that the movie covers. There are more, but I don't want to spoil all of it for you. My take is that these social nets stopped being a tool and became a part of our lives that we need to take control over. It is difficult, and if you ever feel you are losing the battle, then it might be best to cut back on it a little or even remove them for good in the name of your own health. It is our responsibility as developers to be aware of these problems, take action to solve them when we can, and raise awareness in others that might not be familiar with these technologies and strategies. There is so much more to live for than a couple of hundred likes. Even if you are making money out of it, don't let it drain your life. Take care of yourself and the ones you love. I hope this video was useful, and I encourage you to take the time and watch the full movie and reflect on it. It really is a must-watch for everyone. I would like to close the video with the final thought from the documentary, that is, let's have a talk about it. If you want to share your story about any related topic to this, you can drop a comment below or even send me a DM on Twitter. I'm open to have a chat about this with everyone that would like to. The idea is to raise awareness and start voicing our concerns to stop giving free passes that allow all these things to happen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.